Steve, it was one of those games really. It was essential you got something out of it. You did, but perhaps not in the most, how can you say, exciting manner.
Yeah, listen, the first thing you've got to do when you come and play at Sutton is have effort and determination. We had lots of that. What we didn't have is any quality in the final third of the pitch. I don't think either side's made a chance, in all honesty. I think they probably won the first half where Yogo says, but it's a foul. So before leading up to that, so we didn't get a quality out. We'll take the point. We'll go away disappointed. Promise never to phone the head of referees again after what happened today. So I'll never phone him again because he didn't listen.
We'll touch on that. 2 yellow cards, one for you, one for Paul Raider.
Comedy show. I can't say he'll tell his grandkids. That wouldn't be right of me to say. He'll tell his grandkids that or his kids or his mates in the pub that he's booked me. That wouldn't be right, but that's what he's done. What he said he booked me for is not what the fourth official said to me. So, but listen, I'm seriously not interested in. There's 3 teams out there today. I'm thinking 2 teams have really given it a go, man for man. Your yard for yard and football expression, but. We didn't do enough, so we're not going to look at the official today. We're going to look at ourselves. We didn't do enough, and if you don't do enough, you don't win games. You
don't often win the possession stat, do you? But you certainly had more possession than them today, but perhaps didn't quite make it as much as you wanted to out of it.
Well, reality is we're a much better team, but it's what you do with the ball. We went to Stoke and they're a much better team. There's realities in football. What they did at Stoke is they made it pay. We didn't make it pay today. I thought we got some great errors in the first half. We gave the ball away sloppily. I don't think we had a combination right in the front 3, so we changed it. We went with a different front 3. I don't think that really changed it much. Danny Rose got a cut within 2 or 3 minutes to get onto the pitch and tried to run it off, but I've just told him in no uncertain terms he can run it off for the 23s. If he continues to run knocks off, he has to declare it and talk about it rather than come in and feel sorry for himself and say at the end. So, but we'll go away really disappointed. We'll try and learn from it like we do in every game. That's what we'll do. We'll learn from it, and then we'll have a good week preparation and get ready for Bradford. In defence of the players, we left Stoke and we didn't see a lot of the players till Thursday, as you guys know, because a lot of them has been very ill, and maybe that's reality of why Greavesy just felt his hamstring tighten up. It's not pulled or anything like that, but because the kid didn't come back in training ground till Thursday, so we've been under it. So credit to them on that front, but not credit to them for a lack of quality in the final third, because normally we've been very good at that.
Your defence held strong despite 3 changes in it.
Yeah, listen, when you don't have Dan Sweeney, Dan could have played that push, but we're not in the risk factor at when we get into the first week in February. Terence is obviously out for 2 or 3 weeks. But Sweens could have played, so that'll be a possibility, strong possibility for Sweens to be back in training probably Monday, Tuesday. So, but I can't condemn Michael Boswick's come from the moon to play. He's landed this morning and played. I thought Michael was Michael. He was outstanding. He was a stalwart. I thought JT beside him for a young man making his full Football League debut. I thought he was very good. Well, Football League debut for us, if you had a couple of games at Norwich, but I thought he was very good. And Pierre Gianni was the best player in the park for me. He was commanding, he was strong, he was a leader. So from that point of view, I think defensively we've done our job today really well. Foster Kasky gives a real purpose in the middle of the park. When he came on, we started to play a little bit, but I'm not going to go away remembering this for too many of the right reasons. I'll remember it as a point at Sutton. And I know it's a tough place to come. And Matt's team, I think they're the second form team I was leading into today. So that tells you how well they normally do. And they've been under the caution periods today. Under the caution in terms of us having a lot of ball on the edge of their box, but doing absolutely zilch with it.
And when you look at kind of the table and your position and everything else, we keep saying win your home games and draw your away games, and you're not going to be far away.
Yeah, listen, we've come out of 2 big games, haven't we? We've come out of Villa. I thought we'd a very energetic performance, but disappointing quality at Harrogate. We've delivered the same today, lots of energy. We can't fold these guys, especially when you're on the team coach. The first thing the driver said to me when I got on our coach today was it took the ladies back at the coach company about 2 days to clean up from the mess, and that's never pleasant. And we done our best to ensure that we did on the way home. But that's how many players were ill after Stoke. So it's not making excuses. It's just what it is. Tough place to come. We've got a point. And we'll lead on to Bradford next week.
Thanks. And if you're going to look at positives, Jake Foster Kasky got 45 plus minutes into his legs. Darryl Hogan got a good half an hour. So I mean,
massive, absolutely massive for us. Both lads will come on tremendously for that. I thought Kasky was really good for that. probably midway in the second half, he was really bright for about 20 minutes, really bright. He was the one that was hitting the diags and getting the ball on the ball. I think Gilby was really good today in terms of effort and quality. He was good. But we just did a missing front three today, and that happens. And I'm not talking here, boys giving everything for the shot. They're giving absolutely more than everything. The front six, if you like, I'll call them today. You know, they're giving absolutely everything. But we just never got the quality out of the bag. I think you see it with Max Clark. His quality is normally deadly. He's got the most assists in the league from that position. He gets in great areas 4 times in that second half and doesn't once pick someone out on the end of it. And if they miss, Clark, he's done his job, but he didn't do that today.
I mean, you've touched on him as well. I mean, Jonathan Tompkinson has come into the team, and it's a baptism of fire against Sutton.
Yeah,
he just got grew into that. And just
I think he did. I think we the chairman said to me, what we're getting, and I said it's a TVC, and I think that's what we're getting. And I think he come on at Stoke, which is for debut for us, so tough against the Stoke front boys. But you seen a couple of their boys just tried to run him today. Had your boy, tried to sign David last year, great pace. He tried to run him today, and JT ran away from him. So that tells you how quick he is. So he's got that Terence Van Kooten pace and style, and he can go home. And well, all the back boys can go home. The goalkeepers did a big save as well in the first half. After I think maybe he made a mistake leading up to it, but then he does great, makes a big save. But really, it's a game of no chances, a game of we had a lot of the ball, and a game we didn't do enough with it.
And looking ahead, I mean, a week ahead, you're going to have to get some of the other lads up to speed quickly. You said that.
Yeah, we've got a game on Tuesday, training ground game against a Premier League club, so we'll do that properly on Tuesday. So people that need minutes will play in that. There might be 1 or 2 more than they think they are, but we just need to sharpen us up, and we've got a real standard, high standard of fitness. But in terms of for 5 or 6 or 7 of them, maybe they need minutes on the pitch, and they'll get the minutes on the pitch on Tuesday. Then we'll go forward fresh, and we'll see what team we pick for Bradford, because that's going to be really tough. They're going really well under Mark. I think they win today or drawn today. I think they win today. So that tells you what they're a really good side. So we've got another toughie. But I said, let's see where we are when we leave Rochdale.